Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Shailejan. Shailejan. I can't pronounce that. In the 1-minute pool on ICC. I'm going to try to win my first game today, something that has escaped me the last few sessions. So, we have a setup I'm familiar with. Pretty familiar with. I'll probably go knight f4 and try to attack e6 this way. Let's go f3. I think pushing in the center will be our primary plan still. I wonder if he'll go c5. Probably will. Let's go take. Good chance they take with the bishop now and pressure e3, but I can always bring this bishop back. Maybe now I'll go bishop d3 and play around with the idea of queen d3. First things first, let's just take. And then take again. Might want to go queen f2. And then go here and attack the e5 pawn. I'll try to play rook fe1 next move if I can. I wonder if he's going to do something tricky like knight f4. Let's go g3 just to put a stop to that. So I'm kind of crouching behind my 3 pawns here. Let's go king g2. It's kind of strange. Okay, b3. Let's go here. He can play rook d2, but I'll just block with my rook is what I'm thinking. Rook c2 maybe. Sort of confused as to how to proceed. Let's just take with the queen.
Check.
Which way will he take? Takes that way. Okay.
Check.
I think I'm holding a small edge here. It's just hard for him to proceed. Bishop e4. He actually didn't take on a2. Totally thought he would take on a2. Okay, now I'm in a rook endgame. That must be better for me. I'm up a pawn and he doesn't have much counterplay. Let's go here. Ooh, okay. Or if that was an attempt to just catch me pre-moving or something. Rook a4, like pre-moving rook takes b4? Very well might have been. Okay, well, I will count that as a good sign that I won my first game this session. Let's go again. I'm at 2481 after this game, so took a hit in my last couple sessions. Been feeling under the weather still. My rating has suffered because of it. I was sick like about a week ago and then haven't completely got over it. So, not going to use that as an excuse. But, yeah, I think I could do better. Well, I'm still on the best list, though. As long as I'm still on the best list, that's okay. So, but I was like number 3 a few days ago. Multicast and adaptation. Adaptation is Fabiano, right? Ironic that these two guys, we're going to assume this is Carlsen until proven otherwise. Ironic to see them 1 and 2 on the bullet list, because they are kind of the guys who, well, Magnus is number 1 on the rating list always these days, and Fabiano is the guy who's expected to catch him, or really challenge him, if not catch him at some point. So, alright, playing sauerkraut. This guy has been a problem opponent for me in the past. I think I'll play knight c2 and just try to preserve my knight from exchange. What if he's going to play for d5? That's interesting. Alright, I guess we'll take... go d6. So if knight f5, I was going to play bishop f4. I guess we'll go here and then queen d4 check. Not much to be said about my advantage here. In fact, I have to be a little bit careful, I think.
Check.
Let's go check and then maybe kick his knight out of the way.
Check.
Yeah, he's going to bring the knight back to g5. I'll play bishop e2 just to guard f3. Let's take. We'll just play for an endgame. Actually, that was a good move by him. We'll go knight d4. Otherwise, I think I was running into problems. Like rook d2 could be met by rook takes e2. That would have been problematic. I think this holds. Maybe I'll play h4 next and back this knight off. That's the plan. So, okay, b4. Maybe I can occupy this file. He'll probably go rook c8, though. Does not. Maybe I can corral this knight. Maybe this knight is actually becoming...
Check.
Ooh, gotta be careful. Which way to go?
Time.
He's trying to blitz me out. Okay. Let's go here. Huh. Okay. Let's try to create a pass pawn on the outside flank.
Check.
Past h-pawn coming up if we can. How are you going to stop it? How are you going to stop it? You can't.
Check. Check. Check.
Oh, man. No! Oh, man. I gave up my queen too easily there. I was queening way before him, and I gave up my queen. Alright, so that was a bad game. Now we have Charkakon. This is like a slightly passive setup I'm adopting, but it's solid enough for bullet. Okay, I don't like d5 by him, because now he has an isolated pawn for no reason. Maybe he'll go knight d4 and try to utilize the f5 square, perhaps. That's probably what he'll do. Ooh, can I take here? Yes, I can. I can take here now. So, temporarily I'm up a pawn, although he might win it back, huh? That's what he's telling me. Gotta back his bishop off. Let's go knight d5 and hit this b-pawn. He has to be a little bit careful. See if he plays bishop takes a6. He might. Bishop takes a6 looks playable. I don't see a punishment to that. Okay, let's go knight c2. Knight c5. Go here. I'm kind of exposing my king now. I'll have to watch that. Ooh.
Check.
Thought I allowed bishop c4 for a second, but I guess not. Huh. What to do? Knight d4? Let's go here. Just trying to run him over with my knights. Minor pieces are great in this position. Some back rank problems. Back rank troubles.
Check. Check.
Definite back rank troubles.
Check. Checkmate.
Alright, so got to win there. So I'm 2-1 this session. 24-73. Let's take a look at that game against Sauerkraut real quick, because I couldn't figure out how to cause him problems. He's a pretty fast GM. Usually these GMs aren't very fast in bullet. But we had roughly an equivalent amount of time here. I think I might have been down a little bit on time. But I queened first, and I totally had that. I just gave up my queen, and he was hiding his king. I couldn't figure out what to do. So, boo-hoo. Alright, I'm going to go double fianchetto against the Dutch here. Knight bd2. I wonder if he'll go d5. Guess not. I'm going to play e3 and then knight e1 and challenge e4 that way. So he backs off with his knight. Now I want to break in the center with e4 eventually. I'll play this just to prime that move. Now is the right time to break. Really? Knight g4. That doesn't do much for you, does it? Because now after this, I'd really like to put my knight on g5. Ooh, d4 is hanging. Missed that. Missed that little detail. You can play bishop c6 perhaps. I'll go king h2, just hide my king. Bishop c6 would be a good idea, I think, for him. Maybe I can get knight d5 in? He saw that. Okay, let's go here. Need to do some exchanges. A little bit of exchanging off. Rook d1, maybe pressure the d-pawn in addition to the e-pawn. He's doing a good job of not weakening himself any further. I guess we'll go here and trade queens. That queen is pesky, so I actually kind of want to get it off the board entirely. I can't get at d6 easily. That knight is just really cramping my style. I'm going to go knight d3 next. Maybe not. Okay, here. You can bring his knight to e5. He just keeps playing good moves. Knight d3, finally. But still, he can take. Still, I'm going to flag him.
Time warning.
Or her. This is a pretty easy flag. Yeah. All right, let me get back in the pool. Whoops, meant to play d5. So this player plays extremely slow. I'll just take and then maybe go c5 here. I mean, if I had like 20 seconds extra, then you probably know they're slow. Not that I'm like a ridiculously slow player myself, but very rarely am I up like, you know, any huge amount of time against my opponents in bullet. Okay, I'll go bishop d7. I'm probably going to be castling queenside. Actually, let's pawn storm them. Is knight e4 awkward in defending f2 at all? Might be. I like the pawn storm. I'm a fan of the pawn storm. If I go a3 and then get them to play b3, then c3 is a very weakened square. It's like now they got to deal with f2 and c3 being weak. This should just be a exchange, right? Let's take that one. Let's go here. Just either knight on g5. Okay, so they're going to take... I want to work my queen in. So if they defend e3, I can play queen g3 now. That's nice. Rook e2, I'll play e5. Maybe bishop c6? Yeah, queen f4, attack e4 again. Their queen is offsides. Pretty severely offsides, too. I want to get in, though. I need to get my queen attacking. Maybe
Check.
Maybe it would have been better to go to g3 to get to c3, because I want to get to this square eventually.
Check.
Yeah, this is just bad for them.
Check.
I can go here and pick up this pawn
Check.
with check.
Check. Check.
They're kind of at my mercy. Queening next move. Yeah, that's it. Okay, 2490. Let's get back in the pool. See who's playing at the moment. Sauerkraut is still in. Okay, let's see if I can get Sauerkraut another time or two. I'm surprised Sauerkraut like isn't higher rated. I usually don't see them much higher than 2400s. They're usually hanging around that rating range. But this guy's good. I mean, obviously he's good. He's a grandmaster, but he's fast. He doesn't really make any mistakes. So I'm just surprised that he's not higher rated. Probably play rook c2 and then double up the rooks, yeah. Chaka Khan has their hands full in this position. They resign. Alright, so I got Chaka Khan now. I'll go here and defend that pawn. Let's go e3. They're not cooperating. They're going to take the pawn now. Okay, this is an interesting position. g4, huh? Let's go here and attack that bishop on e3. They can play bishop g3, so that's one drawback of me castling queenside. If they play bishop g3 now, my king would be somewhat awkward. I actually meant to move knight b6 there, but accidentally grabbed my queen. Bishop b4 looks annoying because a3 can be met by takes, or can it? I think it can. Knight a4, I have queen b4. So I did win a pawn from that transaction. Let's go here, attack the bishop. I'm happy to trade because I get my rook into e2. Let's double up. Keep this closed, this wing. Go f5, I don't know how I feel about that. Let's go bishop e1. This is a weird move, but it might encourage a trade. I can take on h4. Let's go back here. I'll probably play f6 next move. Or is that too weird looking? I'll go here.
Time.
Let's play bishop e7. Go here. Pin them. Okay, this is looking good. Up a piece. Yep. And trades forthcoming. Yeah, this is over. Okay, I'm going to play a couple more. Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut playing a double fianchetto against me. Unusual system. Just in general, I got to play faster against Sauerkraut. Okay, let's cast some queenside. This will be interesting. Let's go here and see if we can preserve the dark square bishop or make them take. I can maybe play knight d5. Let's go knight d5. This is kind of crazy looking. You can actually just play queen d8 though. And just ignore everything that's happening. Let's take once. Took with a knight actually. Okay. Thought he might take with a b pawn to try to open the b file. I'm going to try to go e5 now. Just pry open lines. Got to make Sauerkraut think. That's very important. f4. Okay. Let's cause mayhem. Mayhem in the position. If he takes, I have knight d5 again. And if he takes on c3, I'm happy to take. Okay, bishop c2, maybe I play b4. He's trying to keep his knight there. Trying to keep his knight firmly on that square. I want to go f6. He's not allowing me to do that. I'll go here, maybe probe queen h5 or queen d5.
Check.
Yeah, he's going to have some king safety issues. That's for sure. Escaping with the king for now. But now I have this very annoying h-pawn. Let's go here.
Time warning.
Yeah, the h-pawn could prove to be a problem. Let's take once and then run the h-pawn.
Check.
Uh-huh.
Check. Check. Check.
He's desperately trying to save the position. Whoa, I almost dragged that out of frame. Okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes I grab the wrong part of the board and it drags it out of the frame. All right, I'm going to play one more game. I'm at 25-11. Shortest session today, but played some long ones recently, so. All right, Sauerkraut, what are you going to do to me this time around? Let's go here. This is a slightly passive way of playing this position. Like, I'm already seating the bishop pair, but it's not terrible. Okay, I can go knight e5 against that. I think he's going to lose a pawn now. His idea was take and then take with the knight, but now I can do this and take here. So I'm winning a pawn, because knight takes d5 can be met by just queen takes back. Okay, what's going on here? I can just play a6. Let's go for a queen trade. Happy to do a queen trade of a pawn. Okay, let's go back here. My b6 square is a little bit weak. It's not a big deal, though. Let's go knight e4. Not a big deal. b5 is trapping his knight, isn't it? I believe so. Yeah. So I'm winning a piece. He said in the chat, too tired. I know how that feels, Sauerkraut. All right, well, let's tabulate the results of this session. History. I played how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and I went 7-1. Okay, not bad. I just had that loss to Sauerkraut, which I probably should have won. But 7-1, I'll count that as a win. I'm back up a little bit in rating. Let's just see what I'm at. Yeah, moved up several spots on the best list, 25-24. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. I will be back tomorrow with another bullet video. Thank you guys for watching, as usual. Talk to you later. Bye.